Hey guys, and welcome to the Touchline podcast with a brand new segment called Premier League Talk. We're going to be previewing the Arsenal versus Manchester United game, which will take place on Monday morning. We've got Nick. Nick, do you want to just introduce yourself?
Hi guys, my name's Nick. United fan.
United fan, yeah. We tried to get another Arsenal supporter, but unfortunately we couldn't today, but the show must go on. So boys, let's get started. First of all, we're going to talk about who's going to win, Arsenal or Manchester United.
Nick, you're the special guest.
You go first.
Tottenham Hotspur. No, I'm joking. Of course, on top. I have to back the team.
Yeah, of course.
I have to back the boys.
Okay, yeah. So what do you think, Nick? How do you think it's going to go? Arsenal or United's way?
Look, my heart says Man United.
Yeah.
My mind doesn't say Man United. After the Palace game. But look, we beat them once without Casemiro.
Yeah.
We could do it again. We've been playing some good stuff. Defense has been top form. Rashford's in on top form. I'm just hoping we can pick it up after this where we left off from the City game.
Yeah.
And about Palace.
Yeah, like you say about how we obviously we beat them against Arsenal at home at Old Trafford, but of course now we're heading to Emirates. They haven't lost the game yet this season, so of course it's going to be a harder task to get the job done. But I don't know, man.
I think there's 7 wins, 1 draw at home, so it's fortress at the Emirates Stadium. It's going to be a tough game, but I'm confident we'll get the 3 points.
Yeah, go Nick, go.
The streak is impressive, but have they faced someone as in form as Man United at the Emirates?
That's true. That you could, yeah.
Look, we passed the biggest test. We've passed all the big tests. Like we versed Tottenham away, a big game. We never win at their stadium. We've won at Stamford Bridge, and I think we're gonna go well this on Monday morning.
Tottenham are shambles.
We never do well at their stadium.
Look, for me, the big tests are us and City.
What, for Arsenal?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they have City after all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Personally, I think it's going to be a very tough game. Like especially again, it's at Emirates, and I feel Arsenal just might be a bit too strong. Like of course they're 3 years into their process under Arteta. We're just 6 months in, and
we're 6 months in, but we're playing like we're 3 years in.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah,
Arteta has had a harder job when he joined the club than what Ten Hag has had. We had to get rid of all those deadwood players like Kolasinac, Mustafi, Özil, who was having problems with the clubs. Whereas you had well-known players, big players that were
Ten Hag had things to work with in this season. He had some quality players to work with, like Bruno and Varane, Ronaldo, and now he's gone. But
all United need now is a striker is your biggest position you need right now.
Weghorst was actually he was pretty decent against Palace. His link-up play was good, but then second half he faded off.
He's gonna take time to get used to.
Of course, yeah. You got to always give players time to adapt.
You can't expect much from a January transfer on his first game.
Yeah, and he's a loanee too. So hopefully he goes well. But what we've seen from him now, you can't really see how it's gonna go.
But he did have glimpses where he was holding up the ball well.
He was pressing well a lot.
He was pressing well. He was laying off balls well. He started a couple of counter attacks pretty nicely. The only problem is his pace.
He's very slow. There
was one opportunity where he got slipped into him, but he's
talking about the game coming up, if we were to lose, I think it's a counter attack that's gonna cost us.
Yeah, I expect this to be a duplicate of the City game.
We're gonna play very high up the pitch.
Yeah, and I feel just like the first game.
And even Anthony's picking up form, isn't he?
He's improved. He's improved, but he has so much.
I just feel like Anthony's a bit raw as a footballer right now. He's not mature yet.
Yeah, he's still. I think he reminds me a bit like Sancho. When Sancho came in, he had a slow start, but eventually he picked it up, and of course now he's having his problems. But I have faith in Anthony that he'll pick up form and he'll be.
Sancho's back in training, so we could see him on the bench on Monday.
Sancho was picking up such good form. Like he was playing amazing. Like he was like probably one of the best informed wingers in the Premier League. I think at the end of last season, and
Even
then
the start of this season.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. He was picking up form, but yeah. So hopefully, Man United get the job done. I think I'm predicting a draw. I think maybe 2-2. But yeah.
I think 1-1. I don't think 2 goals. I don't think Arsenal are capable of scoring 2 goals on us.
2 goals, you know, reckon?
Me, I think because we're at home, it's a big advantage. The fans are all up for it. Like the win against Tottenham, I'm going 3-0.
3-0.
Like we're going to be up for that game.
I personally don't see 3 goals going past us.
Look, you are defensively solid. Like you've improved a lot in defense.
Yeah, like both teams
in your team, like everyone, like what you said before, Nick. Everyone knows what like they're doing on the field. Like they know their roles, but just because at home, I believe we can get the 3-0, like win 3-0.
Look, I know what you're saying, but I feel like what we done to City, like I'm pretty sure City do have statistically the best attack in the league.
Yeah,
it keeps City to 1 shot on target.
That's a pretty good.
Look, you haven't won yet away against a big club. Like they've all been at home.
Yeah, no, you're right,
but still, that's something like to have to be like at home, especially undefeated against the Big Six. That's pretty impressive. So
plus, in an away game against a Big Six team, it's a bit different. It's not like, yes, the crowd is completely against you, like not like is against you, but it's not completely against you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just one of those games. It's just anything can happen. You know.
Okay, so what's your predictions?
I'm gonna go 1-0.
I've said 3-0.
3-0. I'm gonna go 2-2.
3-1 or 3-0. One of them.
I'm going 1-0.
I'm gonna go 2-2. Okay, so
if Casemiro was there, would have been a different.
Okay, yeah, that's heading to our next topic.
I agree. If I would have been confident with a win if Casemiro was playing,
because he has transformed your team.
Yes, I agree, but I trust in the manager that much that I think he will find the right solution around.
Like that's how heading into our next topic. Will Casemiro's suspension affect United's chances of winning? So
100%.
Yeah, of course, I think it is, because I think without him, our team's not going to be solid. I think he's the glue to our team.
Look, I don't watch United a lot. Like, what does he bring to the team?
It's just
solidity.
Like every time a team's on the attack, like we're short on numbers, he's there to clear it out, to block the run, to intercept the pass, and he doesn't stop trying, doesn't stop pressing. He's just an all-round good.
That's why it would have been interesting to see, like, if he was playing him and Partey, because Partey's been absolutely like great this year. Like that's the player we signed from like Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
Because he had injury problems, but now like this year has been like one of the best midfielders this year.
Like there's a few rumors saying that Lisandro Martinez might go centre defensive and then Luke Shaw will go centre back, which I
feel like he'll put McTominay in the Casemiro role. He will line up similarly to what he did against his City.
Yeah,
and he'll play Fred. He'll play Bruno off the right. It'll be. Look, I don't know if he's going to put Weghorst or Martial up front.
I think you should put Martial.
I think Martial's injured, though. That's the only problem.
Yeah, that's why, yeah.
I think he's got a niggle, so I assume Weghorst is going to start and Rashford off the left. But Martial, ideally, I'd have Martial up front just for the counter-attack, just for the pace.
More quicker, yeah. Because if you have Weghorst up front, you're really just asking just to get the ball team, maybe score.
Even if you watch the City game, Martial wasn't really making runs. He was more holding the ball up.
Holding the ball. Yeah, he was actually very good in the first half, holding the ball and allowing Rashford and Antony to make runs. So
I think we'll set up to similarly how we set up against City. I think we should be man marking. Fred should be man marking Odegaard like he did with.
Odegaard's.
Fred done an amazing job that game. For one time he didn't mark De Bruyne. Yeah. They went on and scored.
Because if Fred can do that to Odegaard, I think it gives us a good chance to win the game. That's
true. If you close Odegaard,
their source of goals is Odegaard.
Yeah, 100%. Right? If you close Odegaard, like Saka does create a lot of Martinelli, but Odegaard's that he's that player that just creates everything.
Only so much a winger can do.
Yeah.
And for us, it's different for us because we've got Bruno and Eriksen that can create.
Eriksen's
very defensive heavy with Xhaka and Partey. So I feel like the winner of this game will win the midfield battle.
And
Yeah,
quickly, like if Jesus was playing this game, see how we were saying about if Odegaard is marked, it would be good for United. But if Jesus was there, like even if Odegaard's not playing well, Jesus is like that Odegaard player. He links up well with the players and he creates like the chances that Odegaard does.
And he's another person where, like, if you compare Jesus and Nketiah, like if Man United were to line up against Nketiah over Jesus, they obviously like what I'm trying to say is Jesus will draw more of an emphasis than Nketiah does.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like I'm not saying like I personally don't rate Nketiah, but
me too. I don't rate him.
But he's got 14. I said it before, 14 goals in like 15 starts.
Yes, yeah, I know. I say that, but how many games has he started where it's been like Carabao Cup against?
Yeah, that's true.
Shrewsbury Town.
Like that's the chances he has to like play well in those games.
I understand, but I feel like Varane and Martinez or even Shaw, he shouldn't be much of he shouldn't cause much of a problem to them.
Yeah, if it was yeah.
That's why I feel like we can focus a bit more on like Odegaard, Martinelli, Saka.
Yeah.
So
that's like your biggest worries is that that attacking line for us.
Those are the biggest threats to us.
So like, who do you think for both teams will be who's going to be the key player in trying to get their team to win? So Shabel, for Arsenal, who do you reckon is going to be that main man that's going to lead?
I think Martin Odegaard. If like you close him down, it's going to be a problem for us. But if you struggle to close him down, which I feel you will struggle because everyone's tried to stop him. He's just been unbelievable. He finds those like spaces in the middle. He passes it through the lines. He's just an unbelievable player, and he's just going to have another great game. Yeah, he's going to score this week.
For us personally, I think it would be probably. I think, of course, it has to be someone in the attack. So I'd maybe go probably Rashford. Of course, he's like the most informed player right now. He's like a threat on the field, and also even Christian Eriksen, to be honest. Like the way he's playing, and he's got 7 assists, second to De Bruyne. So yeah, I think we've got a few players that can cause a problem to Arsenal, but I guess we've got to wait and see.
For me, it's if Fred does get played in that role, then it is Fred.
Yeah.
But I'd say Bruno Fernandes and Rashford.
Rashford?
Right.
Yeah, okay. That's
Fernandes been good now.
Yeah, he has been, yeah.
Fernandes, if he's played like he did against City, he will give us a good chance because he was just picking out passes.
Like Bruno Fernandes, when he first joined, he was picking up like amazing stats, and then everyone's saying, "Oh, he's a stat merchant." But now he's not picking up the stats, but he's playing good, and then now everyone's saying, "Oh, where's his goal?"
Just a bit more respect. Respect.
Yeah.
What has happened to Fernandes? Why has he dropped off?
He just.
I feel like he's just not putting the numbers that he used to put up.
Yeah.
Is
Because
it his fault or like?
No, because we relied so much on him that he had to literally do everything for us. But now we don't rely as much as we did before. So he's not putting up he's still putting up good stats, but because his standard is like 20 goals, 20 assists in the season.
Yeah.
People expect him to do that now.
Yeah. So we'll move on to the next topic. Key battles. We've got a few players. So we'll go the first one. Martinelli versus Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Who do you think is going to win that battle on Monday?
I'm going to start here.
Yeah, go.
I don't think there is a player. I'm going to say I don't think there's a player in the Premier League that's one-on-one better than Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, Wan-Bissaka's amazing.
I don't think there's a player that I've never seen Wan-Bissaka in a game like defensively like having a problem.
Like see the one against Zaha. If he wasn't there, Zaha's going to make it 2-1.
I've never seen a Premier League winger present a problem to Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, I'm going to say this. Martinelli has caused problem to Cancelo.
Martinelli won't cause problems.
Alexander-Arnold. He's done it to all the best wing backs in the game.
I'm going to say Cancelo's been off form this year.
Yeah.
Trent can't defend.
Yeah. But I'm saying overall, not just this year. Like last season, Martinelli has caused problems.
But I think.
No, but Wan-Bissaka's on a different level when it comes to
going forward isn't the greatest.
Yeah.
But he's defensively for me the best right back.
But even when we versus PSG,
best right back like 1-on-1 defensively.
Yeah, defensively.
Oh yeah.
Even when we versus PSG a few years ago, he was on Mbappe. He didn't let him move.
Yeah.
So it just shows.
I'm saying that I've never seen a player in the Prem cause a problem to Wan-Bissaka.
Just think about how many people struggle to stop Mbappe. Like it's impossible to get him, and he's done it. Like
we all watched him in the World Cup final.
Yeah. Like no one.
Interesting battle. but I'm being like, he's the best one-on-one defender, like you said. So it's going to be hard for Martinelli to get past him.
It's going to be a test for Martinelli.
Martinelli's been off form, to be honest, actually, recently.
No, he just one game.
I feel he hasn't been the best lately.
Look, he'll score this week. He always he doesn't score for one game and then he scores the next game.
So Odegaard, Martinelli's going to score. We'll see Jack is going to score.
Yeah, Jack of course scores. He scores every time against you. Okay, Marcus Rashford versus Ben White.
This is
Marcus Rashford.
You don't like Ben White, ain't you?
Ben White.
You don't like him.
I'm going to show you something right here.
No, Ben White, he's been absolutely phenomenal.
At Old Trafford, Marcus Rashford put Ben White on his ass 2 times.
That Ben White on the ground.
Wow. No, but Ben White, he's been the best right back in the league this year.
Marcus Rashford is Ben White's dad.
Yeah.
even when Ben White played at Brighton, Marcus Rashford was always
No, but I think Ben White, he's been. I don't think he's been dribbled past this year a lot. I think it was just I saw a stat twice or 3 times he's been dribbled past.
By who? Marcus Rashford.
Maybe.
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a long. If we do play good, I think it will be a long day for Ben White.
Ben White solid.
On the counters, I think it's game over for Ben White.
I feel
counters his biggest weakness, Ben White. When it's fast paced, he struggles at that. But when he's slow paced, he's really good defensively.
I think it's gonna be a long day for Ben White.
I think if Man United
it's gonna be a hard day for Marcus Rashford.
I think if Man United are gonna counter, I think we're gonna have to be ruthless. We got to every chance we get, we got to try and score the goals because Arsenal are gonna hold the ball 70%.
It almost cost us against City. We didn't finish 2 chances in the first half.
Right. So I think we got to be strong in that point. But we'll move on to also last player, Bruno Fernandes or Martin Odegaard. So versus
Look, this season,
is there really a point to talk about this?
Yeah, this season Odegaard's been the best midfielder in the Premier.
Yeah, of course,
100%.
But Bruno Fernandes is capable of.
Yeah, Bruno Fernandes might have that game where he just plays amazing.
Or he could have that game where he just fucking plays shit.
Terrible. So yeah,
when he's on form, he's a very good player.
Who is it? Odegaard.
Fernandes.
Oh, Fernandes. Yeah. So yeah, that's a pretty easy one. I think we'd all agree Odegaard probably.
Yeah, now, off form and everything, it probably has to be Odegaard. You can't go past him.
I think that overall, it's still Bruno, maybe.
Don't write off Fernandes this game because you don't know what, you could get the best out of him or the worst, but for now, I think it's
ever since he's picked up the captain's armband, we've got the best out of him.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Who, Odegaard?
No.
Bruno.
Captains as well, that's crazy, eh?
I see your captain.
They're both all our captains.
Oh, so that's in there.
Is Odegaard your captain? Is Odegaard? Oh no, wait, I didn't know that.
Who's a better captain?
Bruno.
No, they're different types of I think they're the same type of captain.
Bruno, just because he's more experienced.
Yeah, I'd say Bruno.
Just Bruno's got that bit more of a leadership to him.
Yeah. Okay. A final topic before we move on to the combined 11. Who do you think is going to be more successful, Mikel Arteta or Erik ten Hag? Shavel, you can go first.
That's hard. Of course, I'm going to back my manager Arteta. Because look, his first year, he didn't spend nothing and he won the FA Cup straight away. And I know we don't include Community Shield as a trophy, but again, that's another trophy in the bag. And what he's done to the club, he's transformed it perfectly. He's got rid of all the players that he didn't want. The wages bills were massive. Ozil was on 300k. Aubameyang was 200k. We got rid of all that, and we're heading in the right direction right now. And what he's done, and we're going to win big trophies in the future, and hopefully we can win that UCL trophy next season or years to come.
Nick, what do you think?
I think what Ten Hag's done in 6 months.
Yeah, it's impressive.
United. You can say he's had the players, he's had this, he's had that.
Yeah.
But he's got to use what's in front of him. Obviously, that's the reason why I think he will do better, because he does have the utilities and the resources and the money to buy who he wants, basically.
And he's also good at promoting the youth players.
Yeah.
He turns them into
he took control of our under 21s as well.
Yeah.
Recently. I just feel like what he's done with our club in the last 6 months has been I don't see many managers doing that.
Look, Arteta and Ten Hag.
That's right. That's a good point, because you see a lot of managers, it takes a time for them to really get the team going. but for him to do it in 6 months, and of course we had that terrible start at the start of the campaign, but after then we've been brilliant. So yeah, to be honest, for me, I think it's very hard to compare them to. I think if both of them continue to like build their teams and make them strong and always have them up there winning the titles, I think it's going to be a very good rivalry between them two.
They're very similar. They've came to do the exact same job.
Yeah.
So it's a hard decision, but I just feel Arteta, what he's done is going to be more like, it's become more better than what Ten Hag has done.
But it's only been 6 months.
Yeah, but Arteta's had time. Arteta's had what, 4 years, 5 years at Arsenal.
But look, it's paid off, and like
It has paid off. But
yeah,
I feel like
who's winning the Europa League?
And that
Arsenal United. I think it could be Arsenal United in the final.
Arsenal has more of a chance because we've got to go through Barcelona first of all.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I don't even know if we're going to beat Barcelona first of all.
Yeah, I'm worried for that game.
But back to the original topic, I'm going with Ten Hag. I just feel like he's one of those one of a kind managers. You know what I mean? Like your Peps and your Klopps.
And I saw this thing that
he has the passion and he has the mind for the game. You know what I mean?
I saw this thing about Arteta, Ten Hag, and I think it was Xavi. They're all like being coached under him, and look, they're all on top of the league, like top two of the Premier League and the La Liga.
I think Ten Hag was under Pep at Bayern at one point.
He was. But like to see how as Nick said, what Ten Hag has done in 6 months. So imagine him in 3 years.
Yeah, I know.
Of course,
yeah, that's true. Look, it's a hard decision. It's a hard question to decide who's better. But
yeah, of course, everyone would have their own opinion. Of course, Arsenal fans would say Arteta, United fans would say Ten Hag. So it's no one's going to change. But yeah, so you know what? We'll wrap up this video, and guys, stay tuned. We're going to post the combined 11 on the next video. So keep posted.